Hello everyone, welcome back in Sickly Action Commands tutorial part 2. In first part we have covered the click action and we have covered the type activity. Now I will describe you the use of wait, in which we will see the wait for time and wait for a target. Then I will show you how to use for loop, while loop. Also we will see how to open any exe application. So guys, let's get started. So first we will start our discussion with the wait. So here wait we can use in three different way. If we are using wait, then this will call the default wait, and the Sickly will wait only for 3 seconds, and then this will give up for searching. And if you want to wait more than 3 seconds, then you have to specify the number of seconds. In a third kind of waiting, we can wait for a target indefinite number of times, and in this case Sickly will periodically check the screen for the target image. And once the image is appeared, then this will came out from the wait state. So this is the useful case we can use in real test case scenarios. So one of the case scenario I will describe you here. So I am taking a simple example in which I will look for a particular green signal, and we will wait the Sickly for the green signal, and this forever is a constant, so this will tell the Sickly we have to periodically check for a green signal. When we get the green signal, then a wait state will over, otherwise it will keep waiting for the green signal. So I will write the script in this Sickly ID this way. So we will wait for the target image. This is the wait function, or then we have to capture the target image. So here we will wait for the green signal, you can say that green arrow, and I will put a comma, then I will give the constant. So I am telling the Sickly script to check periodically for this green arrow. If green arrow is found, then came out from the wait state. Okay, to understand the working, I'm going to perform a one-click action that will open the start menu items. So I am putting one click, and then I will give a start button target. Okay, and I will change the background color to red. So Sickly will wait for the green arrow forever, and this continuously check this green arrow on the background screen. Once the green arrow is found, then it will came out from the wait state. And one more thing we have to do, we have to change the similarity index to maximum. So I have set it to the 95%. Okay, now we will change the background condition. So I will change the background color. So first I will run with this green color. So Sickly will detect the green, and then it goes to start menu item. Okay, so this script is written perfectly. Now we will create our actual scenario in which we will test it. So I will change this arrow color to red. Now again I will run the Sickly command. So wait will go inside the forever waiting state, because we don't have a green arrow on the background. So it will periodically check for a green arrow. Here we go, script executed, and you can see the Sickly right now in a waiting state and waiting for a green arrow. This is indefinite waiting state. Now, to bring out from the indefinite wait state, I will select the green color and I will fill this arrow with the green. Then Sickly will identify this green color. Now you can see this is came out from that indefinite state and just clicked to the start menu button. So this is the way we can use the wait with the forever. Also, you can specify the number of seconds for which you want to wait Sickly script. This is 10 seconds, 10, 15, 20, 50 and whatever. And now we will see for a for loop use. So first I will describe you the for loop. Let me clear all this stuff. So what example I am going to take, I will open the calculator and I will press one key multiple times. That will demonstrate you the use of for loop. The syntax is type for step in range. That means you are going to perform the loop for 6 times. In the bracket we have passed the number of iterations. Okay. Now we are going to click on this number 8 6 times and you can see for loop statements. If you want to put multiple statements inside the for, then the indentation of these statements will be same. Okay, and if you want to put something outside the for loop, then you have to come back on the very left hand side, then you have to type. That means that statement is not the part of for loop. So I have included one click action that is not a part of for loop. I hope this is clear to you. And this click will be performed 6 times. Now we will run this in a slow motion. You can see first time, then plus, then again 8, then go for plus. This will be performed 6 times because we have given the iteration number is 6. This is going slowly because we have executed this test case in a slow motion. If you run in a natural way, if you run in a normal way, that will be executed very fast. At the end, the equal button is pressed. So finally we got the result in the calculator. Also we getting the log inside the right hand message tab. So execution is done what we were expecting, but the logic is little bit incorrect. So this has added the 48 at the last. So that's not a part, but the intention right now here to show you the working of a for loop, how to use it. I hope this is clear to you. Now I will show you the working of while loop. So we have gone some error. Now we will discuss about the while loop, how to use it. I will show you one case in which I will type until and unless we get 8 numbers. That means we will stop our while loop when we have typed 8 times any number. So I am first prepare the case that I have just typed 7 times in this calculator, and my script will execute until we type this number. So the syntax will go like this: while not exists. So I am putting a negative case. I'm using a while loop. I want that some certain situation to be occurred, then break the while loop. So if we found this number in calculator, then we break our while loop. So I'm putting this syntax right way. Okay, and we will perform the click activity until we get that number. As I have told you in the for loop, if you want to put some statement outside the while loop or a for loop, then you have to go very left side, then you have to type. So that statement will not be included in a while loop or any loop. So this is just for demonstration. After breaking the while loop, we will click on this start button. And now I will change the similarity index of this image. So just do a double click to change the similarity index of that image. This is important because sometimes this will match the 5, 8 as well. But we have to match the exactly 8 that are 7 times. So I will increase the similarity index, so you will get the exact number for which you are writing your test case. Just apply and click OK. Now index is 93%. So we have written our script. Now it's time to run and test it. Now it's time for test run. So I have just cleared the calculator, and the calculator is open in the background and command is saved. Now I will run in a slow motion. Here we go. So now you guys can see that first 8 is identified and 1 click action performed. 2, 3. While not exists, that is periodically checking for the target on the screen. Once the target achieved, that while loop breaks. So 8 is pressed 7 times, then while loop break, and you can see it came out and then just pressed the start menu button, and this Ciclue script executed as we were expecting. So our target image and the result is perfect. So guys, you have seen here the working of for loop and the while loop that we have used here. Now we will move to the next one, in which we will learn to open any exe application. This can be any window application or your customized application exe, or simply you can say we are going to invoke any exe application from the Ciclue script. This is very simple. 2 ways there. So we have to simply call the readymade function. So first I am looking for the MS Paint exe. So I have copied the path. Now what I am typing, app.open, then you have to pass the path of that exe. So in this case I am going to open the MS Paint. Sometimes you will get a copy paste error, then you have to revise your step. That means if you are getting copy paste error, then clean everything and just paste the whole thing on this notepad, and this will not show you error. I don't know, this is weird error, but this is the quick hack for that. app.open, and this will open the mspaint.exe, the complete path it requires, and then I'm giving a wait for 5 seconds so we can see the opening of the MS Paint in the background. Here we go. Now you can see MS Paint is open now, and after that Sickly will show the editor window. There is one more way that we can use to open the MS Paint exe or any other exe. There is a function, open app function, or with the help of key combination you can close that application as well. So call the open app and then pass the path of that exe, and also you can close the opened exe by typing some key combination like Alt plus F4. This is a shortcut to close any opened app. So I am putting the combination that first it will open the MS Paint exe, then it will wait for 5 seconds, and then this will type the Alt plus F4 command to close the MS Paint. And if there's any error, you will get the error message immediately. So I have just removed that double quotes that was extra. Now we will try to run this. Okay, we got some syntax error because the indentation is not correct. Open app is not just like a for loop, so there is no child required. So this is understanding that this syntax is not correct. So we have to go on the very left. For the statement 2 and statement 3 we have to remove some extra space, because this is the Python syntax, so we have to understand it clearly. Now each statement is independent. In previous case that was assuming that the wait is a part of open app. That was not possible. Now we can run it. Now you can see MS Paint is opened. Now Alt plus F4 executed. That's why the opened application is closed. So the third statement is for closing the application. This is the way we can type the key combination. So I will describe this thing as well in the later tutorials as well. But this is very simple way to close the application. Or there are a lot of key combination you can use with the type. Okay guys, first, so I will remove this. If you don't want to close, so you just erase this statement. Now you can run it to open the MS Paint exe again. That simple. The purpose of this tutorial to describe you the basics so you can easily understand and you can easily write your complex test cases or automation script in the Sickly IDE. And please watch the third part of this tutorial to complete the tutorial on Sickly action commands, and I'm waiting for you in part 3 tutorial. And guys, see you there. Thanks for watching Cool IT Help.